Yo, hey guys, this is Collision Backed. Um, I'm going to need to maybe move this one somewhere here or not, maybe somewhere down here, maybe. Welcome to Collision Backed, guys. I hope you can hear me clearly. I want to start a new game. I have a couple of games that I'm playing at the moment. There's two that are on day 12, and then there's these two that are new. But I feel like I've already started these and I haven't really explained day one, and I would like to get into a new game. And yeah, let's see Call of War. There are a lot of exciting things that have been updated into the game. I've been playing this game for a while. If I go to my statistics, as you can see, I've been playing for a while. I'm not really good at winning. I'm really good at starting games. I don't really finish them. 437, but let's try and finish one game. That's the goal for today. I don't like certain maps. I don't like speed. I don't like historical world war. I prefer the 100. I prefer to start from day one, but with less people. This almost 80. It's almost 100. So yeah. So there, when I do that, when I start with something like something like this, for example, 6 people, you can choose where you want to go in the map, which is very important early on in the game for you to choose your country. I'll play a 100 map, and I'll try to win. I'll aim to win. I feel like I've been doing much better nowadays in this game. So hope you stick along with this series. We're gonna have a playlist, and yeah, we're gonna show off the newest things that are going on in the game. Let's go for it. Doesn't seem like, see, the thing is they get filled really quick. Doesn't seem like there's any left, except I guess this, and it's almost finished here. So let's just see what countries are available, and then we can go from there. If there's anything that I like, I'll join, but if there's nothing that I don't like, that I really want. South America seems to be empty. It could be a great start. Somewhere like maybe South America would be ideal. There's not much. I could probably persuade Venezuela to not attack me, so I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna try and take all of South America with Venezuela. Hopefully Venezuela knows how to play. So usually what I do in the beginning of the game, before I invest time and everything into it, I look at my neighbors and I see who my neighbors are. As you can see, this guy is not good at this game. He's at 53, and you can already tell, he seems like he hasn't played anything. I don't know how he got that high. Alright, now we get in depth. Alright, he's played Europe Clash of Nations. He has no wins, but he's been playing the game for a while, so he might know how to play. So what we just have to do is, hope that he's gonna respond. Yo, Now, he might not respond, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna take a look at what he's building. It doesn't seem like he's building anything, which means this is a guy who really doesn't know how to play. I mean, we just know that all of these countries down here are available, so we're just gonna focus on getting the AI out of the way. In the beginning, I like to simply just get a couple of armored vehicles to do some damage. Something that I usually get lazy on, and I don't really do often, is upgrade my anti-air. And I usually end up getting destroyed by airplanes because I have no anti-air with my units, and that is really bad. Luckily, I have learned from that. Over 400 games, of course I'm gonna learn something. I've learned from certain things. I've learned that defense is as important as attacking. So we're gonna start with, of course, infantry. Now, I don't know what the name of the person that taught me this game was, but it was a very well-known channel. I think I don't think he uploads anymore. I don't know what happened to him. Hopefully he comes back. I'll try and find his name. Try and find who he was. It was a let's play, so Call of War let's play. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to find him. And his strategies and the way he explained the game was the reason I really love this game, I guess. There you go, Sky Badger. Sky Badger is one of the best. It's been a couple of years since he uploaded. Let's see, his last video was 3 years ago, as I thought. Hopefully he comes back one of these days to YouTube. The game has improved a lot. The game is much better, and it was Call of War has always been good, but now there's more action. It's more exciting. In my opinion, it's very more exciting. As you can tell, we've got a lot of AIs that are around us, which is a good thing. It's a good thing because it means we get points and resources that otherwise we wouldn't have if we didn't have any AIs around us. So it's just very important to move your troops around. And although I am keeping an eye on this guy who is active, I'm not worried about him because I don't see that he's taking the game serious. He didn't really build anything, not even barracks, and he's been in the game before me. I came while he was already active, so I'm just gonna build some tanks. There was a time that I used to build barracks first, but this game made it so that now it's very important to get tanks early on. And when it comes to infantry, you already have a lot of infantry. I just want to show you how many infantry we have. You got 14 infantry. You've got 14 infantry. You got let me make sure I select everything. You got 15 infantry, which is plenty to take the AIs and then also take whoever else is willing to get some. So the fact of the matter is we don't have much armored vehicles, we don't have tanks, so we need to get those going. That's why we're gonna get tank. We're gonna build a tank plant first, so that we can get armored vehicles, not necessarily tanks. Early on, you don't get the privilege of getting tanks. As you can see, you don't get to research tanks before armored car. But armored cars, I've seen a lot of people using armored cars to decimate the game, and they move quickly and they keep upgrading armored cars. Which I don't like to use that tactic. I like tanks more than I like armored cars, but I can see why certain people would prefer armored cars. But they're a minority in the game. Most people, I believe, still use tanks. Things that are new in the game, the air hasn't really changed. The naval hasn't really changed either. I mean, there is now transport ships. Back like 3 years ago, I don't think you could have upgraded your transport ships, but now you could. Secret, being a, of course, there's also the doctrines infos that are new to the game from since Sky Badger used to upload. I don't think there were doctrines back then. We are the Comintern. I guess Comintern means like communist. I don't know, man. It's and the Allies and the Axis and Pan-Asia. So we have decreased unit damage. That means we need to put in much more effort if we wanna damage other people, especially Allies and Axis, and so the other doctrines. If you want to damage them, we need to put in more units. I guess we need to put in more effort into, because we've got this to deal with decreased units, or we have to upgrade quicker and faster than everyone else. We have to move through the upgrades much quicker. I guess now I can do tanks. What I also have to do and must do and remind myself to do is defense, anti-tank. Anti-tanks can also deal with armored vehicles, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, they can. Light armor 2.4. I mean, the essential thing is that you can take on heavy armor, and you can take on light armor, and that you can take on unarmed, and you can take on airplanes. If you get those statistics right with your airplanes and your anti-tank and your tanks and your infantry, naval is something that I'm not really an expert on, although Sky Badger was great at naval warfare. I guess upgrading and keeping the seas, make sure that you have the power when it comes to the seas, like whatever sea that we're on. As you can see now, we've got 2 seas that we could go towards. Interestingly, everyone is online, so we've got plenty of people that are active. Usually as the game goes along, people are not active anymore. So let's take a look at South America, and then we're gonna go up to South America itself, and then Africa seems to be also, everyone is active, man. This is interesting. I've never seen a game that almost everyone is active. As you can see, South Brazil is not active down here. So let's go all the way to down here, and South Argentina. What we're looking for in this type of investigation is what type of people we're dealing with. We're dealing with here in South Argentina somebody who won 3 times in a coalition, solo once. He's much better than me, and he only played 9 games, so he knows what he's doing. We need to ally with someone like him. Definitely send him a message. Yo, you know, I don't want to send message to everyone, but I don't think there's gonna be plenty of good players. uh, I'm only gonna send messages to like the people that I believe are good, and that are playing. See, he's already building, which is a good sign. No buildings, bad sign. So let's take a look, see if indeed there is a bad sign and he does not know how to play. 4 games, 0 wins. I mean, he's captured only 11 provinces, which is interesting. He captured only 11 provinces by playing 4 games, and he only played Europe Clash of Nations, which is very bad. I mean, he's a newbie. He doesn't know he's going to be destroyed by South Argentina, which is a prediction that I'm making. It might come to fruition, it might not. Most likely it will, due to the statistics. Bad sign, no buildings. I don't want to go into everyone's profile, but I'm just gonna take a look at the cities and see if they're building. Bad sign, no buildings, no, and what is it called? Tank plants. If we see somebody who's interesting, then we're gonna take a look at their statistics. It seems like only me and South Argentina are the ones that are going to be taking South America. See, this game gets easier the more information you have, so you have to know who your enemies are, who you're competing with, who you want to ally with. You have to know all of these things, as all of those things will determine whether you win or you lose. See, no worries. It means that there's only one competition. He could be competition, he could be an ally, he could be an enemy, who knows. But I did say yo to him. I did start a conversation, which is very important. In this game you need to have rapport with almost everyone that you think is gonna survive. Certain people at certain times, they're good, but they don't end up putting effort to that specific game. People just like me play multiple games, so you're just gonna have to pick your battles. I'm definitely gonna put effort into this game because I'm putting it on YouTube. This is a good sign. Texas, and he's got a collision going. Oof, 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 oof. We haven't looked at the collisions yet, but like America is already, you know, going and having an alliance and a collision. They're definitely going to be the enemy, but it's never a bad idea to, you know, say hi to your enemies. Hi. We're just gonna play it cool, you know, play it cool, mate. Come on. What happened? Come on. Hi. I have said hi. Okay. Now, we've already seen Texas is good. He's building. Other than that, who else is in the collision with him from America? I just wanna get, okay, Kentucky. Are they different? Oh, they're different collisions. Kentucky and Illinois are in the same group. I'll say hi to Illinois because he could end up destroying Texas. Is there a reason to be afraid of Texas? Let me just check. I don't want to give people an easy win if I can take that country. As you can see, this guy is not going to be a threat, therefore I don't really need to involve Illinois into this. But we're going to take a look at Illinois. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I know I butchered that. Yeah, seems like this game is going to be easy. I mean, Illinois knows, I guess, how to play, but he hasn't won anything, so maybe he doesn't. Who knows? We're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. We've taken a look at America. I don't think there's any other threats here other than Texas and Illinois. I've got a job there. I need to go there. I need to get that job. Certain things have been added, operations. So if I get this job, I get rewards from operations. I claim the rewards, and the rewards go in the bag. As you can see, I've got a couple of things in the bag already. Let's go back to developing our economy. To develop our economy, I think we're just gonna have to wait out. See if we can get tanks. It's gonna take 2 hours to get tanks. In the meanwhile, I believe it's gonna take a couple of 3 hours, so an hour later we can get tanks. But first we're gonna start with armored vehicles. Now the thing we need to be building next is ordnance. The reason why is that because, as I said, we need anti-tank, we need artillery, we need anti-air. All of those things need to be produced so that we can not worry about defense. So I think I'm gonna need some resources, metal, and this is an indication that I need to invest a industrial complex in one of the cities that is a metal city. I believe I have one. Every country gets at least one. In every resource you have one city that's that's dedicated to only producing that resource. So we're gonna have to invest in the city that produces metal so that we don't have to worry about something like this where we just have to go back and buy some from the market. 2404. As you can see, this is going to be a problem. We need almost 2,000, so we're gonna have to spend a lot of money. I could have got this one. I don't know why I spent it on that first one. Sometimes you need to really be careful on how you spend your money, and I do have plenty of food, so I might be able to sell some to get more money, but I have just I could have got a better rate than what I bought before, so I could have went for this. It won't happen again. Money is a valuable resource in life and in this game, so make sure you don't waste your money. Now let's go back to try and see what's left. We've got 18,000. I don't want to use this in this game. I want to use it in the other games, so I'm just gonna get more money by selling some food, and I'm just going to get that 900 metal with the rest of the money. We just need 900. 16,000. That means I'm just gonna be left with 1,000. Let's sell some food, which is a blessing because we have food and we have people that are looking to buy food. Sometimes you have a resource, nobody's looking for that resource, and you have no money. I'm not gonna sell 5,000 of that, so I'm just gonna sell, let's see, 250, 2,500, which gave me almost $20,000 altogether, which now means I can buy, or I can invest in 5 ordnance, which some people might like to just do a couple, 2 or 3 here and there. I am the type of person that does 5 almost everything. If I'm building something, I like to do it 5 times, except if I'm building secret lab. I don't like to do more than 2. If I'm allowed to, sometimes if I have cities that have naval bases, I like to build 5, so that if I ever lose 1 or 2, I've got backups. It's a sound strategy to me, but it might not be the best strategy, because it means I'm putting a lot of resources into building 5 where I don't really sometimes use them. But yeah, let's get that out of that way. What it does, getting 5 of, something, maybe barracks or tanks, what it does is it tells me which of these resources I need to invest in next. As you can see, I've got 9 metal, therefore I have to invest into I swear to God, I had 11,000, or was it just 1.1? Where the hell did it go? Interesting. But yeah, I really thought I had 11,000, but somehow I now have 1,000. Anyways, we've got oil and rare materials that we could also sell. So I need to invest in metal. Which city? Down here? No. Up here. See, this city needs. So also, one of the things that is new to the game is what is called war bonds. I guess bonds that are provided by rich people. I don't know. Like, it sounds like the bonds that banks give. So it's a bond. If you're gonna go to war, you can use these bonds. If you can use it to speed up things, like for example building, you can speed up building, improves building speed of the current building directly. Workers will work extra shifts to finish building earlier. I guess if you're sometimes behind on certain things that you need to build, you can go and build it. But I'm not gonna use that because it's just 3 minutes. I can wait 3 minutes and then I can invest in this. But let's see how much it's gonna take to actually invest in that. So it's gonna take 3,000. It's gonna take 850 of metal. So because I know that, I'm just gonna go and get some money and some see, there's not plenty of, like, I'm not gonna get money from rare materials, so let's sell some oil. Alrighty. See, again, I'm not getting any money from oil either, which is a bummer. Now all I have to do is wait for this to finish, and in 2 hours I've got $3,000, which covers that, and in an hour I've got 200, which is very, very bad. Like, I'm producing only 6,000 metal a day, which is really bad. Here I'm producing 4. Food is gonna be an issue also, but I really don't need to worry about food if I'm not making more people. All I'm doing so far is just making more tools, such as tanks and anti-tanks. They're not people, they're not going to eat food. I don't think they require food to be produced either. So we can wait on food. We don't really need to invest in food first, so we have to invest in metal first, and then we have to invest in food afterwards. It's got a minute here. The issue is going to be, how do I get more metal? Because in an hour I'm just going to get 200, which means that my enemies, they're not going to wait for me to get metal. Like, how many hours? Like, I have to get 800. So if we're getting 200 an hour, that means 2 hours is 400, 3 hours 600. 4 hours is 800, so I have to wait 4 hours just to get 800, so which is a long time. It's a long time. The reason it's a long time is because this game is about speed. It's about getting, land. It's about moving quicker than your friends. You need to get more land than anyone else if you want to be number one. Again, things haven't really changed much. The rules have always been like that. The game rules, reward first place, you get 12,000 in score in gold, plus players score in gold. First place 12,000 points. Is that the points? I think that those are the points that we need to get. If you have a coalition, you get 9,000 if you're first place, I think, for each player. Okay, the points, game information, coalition victory points are 3,000 and solo victory points are 2,000. So if I want to win by solo, I have to get more than 2,000 points, which, it's a lot of points. Therefore, you have to get a lot of land, you have to get a lot of cities, you have to get a lot of countries. Next, to research, we've got tank, we researched infantry, we researched anti-tank. We need to research anti-air. The reason I have to research anti-air is because I cannot research anti-air level 2 if I don't get anti-air, and if I don't get anti-air level 1, I cannot research anti-air level 1 SP, which is on day 5. Day 6. So it is important to get it out of the way early on in the game. I might end up using this money now, actually. I'm not sure. There's no rush. I'm not worried about my neighbors. I'm not worried about the AI. I'm pretty sure I can take the AI quickly, although this is going to slow me down. I don't know why I'm sending that there. Using anti-air to conquer is a bad idea. To take a preference, it's gonna be going really slow and it's gonna slow you down. So armored vehicles, infantry, those are the combinations that we're looking for. When I get an armored vehicle here, I'm gonna go for this. So it's all coming smoothly. What I like about this is that each game has its own war bonds, because imagine if you only had one type of, if it was like gold. Now see how I only have 335 gold. If I go in other games, I still only have 335 golds, but the war bonds you get separate each game. Each game is, you get their own, like it's like a resource, just like any other game, just like any other resource. It's another resource which you get with the country, which is fun. It's fun. I can speed up things if I just want to move quickly. For example, I can go here and speed up this, put a infantry with it and push. But there is no need to be in a rush because, well, nobody else is rushing. If there are people that are rushing, I would be rushing also, because I don't want people to do better than me. But so far we've discussed what we're gonna have to do is to invest in we're gonna have to invest in this. If I get this, I could easily actually I might end up using this. 796, and I have 20k left, so 796, 796, 796. There is no more metal, which is really bad. Of course, as you can see, I still need more metal. I still need over 400. And you know, did I use like 17,000 on that? Dang. I'm really in this game not paying attention to the money I'm spending. I'm not even looking at like the rates things are going for. I'm just grabbing things, and things are really expensive for some reason early in the game. The more people play the game, the more they conquer more land, the more they compete in terms of price for selling their goods and metal and, you know, oil and rare material. The more cheaper it gets in the market, which, you know, is gonna probably be day 5. Things are gonna get cheap because people are gonna want to produce, they're gonna want to go to war, they're gonna want to invest, therefore they're gonna need to sell, and they're gonna sell, you know, they're gonna compete when it comes to selling. They're gonna, you know, underprice each other. There's not much to do at the moment. Just wait for that metal to come through. Invest in that city. Go take the AIs, as we have discussed. And in terms of diplomacy, probably see what these guys say. I should definitely say hi to Illinois. Illinois. I haven't said hi to him. Hi. You know, it's worth it in the long run to, you know, just I'm double guessing myself talking to this guy, because I mean he is building. He is building, so it could be that he's actually going to play the game. I thought he might not end up playing the game, but he is building. As lucky as I am, which is I think a good choice that I actually picked up this country. I looked at the AIs that I could take, and I looked at the neighbor being, you know, having this long border, that if we are friends I don't really need to worry about him, and if he's bad I can take him, if he's inactive I can take him, which is a good choice. Again, I'm surrounded almost by AIs. This guy is also inactive. He's going to probably go inactive, just like our friend down here, Venezuela and Peru. They're both are not a threat. I am not worried about either of them. We've established who is going to be moving. Probably is South Argentina is a good player. He's won 3 and he's won once by himself, which, you know, it's a good ratio. It means he can play in a coalition. We've got someone that, you know, might be able to play. I cannot say the name of that country, so I'm just gonna take a look at his statistics and see. Beautiful. We might have our second ally. We might have our second ally. I should probably create a coalition, because I need to get these two to join me, and we can take South America and go to Africa and America. I think that's the game. So they don't have coalitions yet. I'm going to make one, and I'm going to invite them. Invite to coalition. Yes, you are sure you want to invite the play? Yes, I am sure. Sent. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. 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 Surprisingly, this game is actually very user friendly. It's not very hard to understand. You just have to look. Just have to look where. You have to look for things and you'll find them. Beautiful. I might end up inviting one more person, so let's see. Is there anyone else that's worthy of joining me? Anyone else I should consider inviting? No. South America is only 3 people. Me, this guy, and this guy. As you guys have seen, this was day 1 in South America. Where are you, South America? Yes, you're here. In South America, day 1, I think it was a successful day. We made a coalition. We established our goals, and we're going to fulfill our goals in maintaining some more metal, investing in a metal resource city, pushing into the AI territory, as I said before. Hopefully we get that coalition going. I could probably take myself half of this. I could probably take that for myself, and Argentina probably could take something like that, and this guy could take something like that. We could probably slice it 3 ways. 1, 2, 3. He goes Africa, I go America, and he goes Oceania, and down here in America, Australia. I think if we do that, we can win the game, and that's what I'm gonna, of course, edge and tell them to do as the leader of the coalition if they end up joining me. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. It's been an hour long, and